Enemy plane.
Please run him over. Hey guys, my name is X Factor. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to some more Battlefield 1 In the Name of the Tsar DLC gameplay. Albion Conquest 64 man. Available in the community test environment on PC if you own Premium. For those of you on console wondering if and when the community test environment will be coming for your platform, it will indeed per several developers on Twitter and Reddit, but no date stated just yet. But if you do have Premium on the PC, feel free to download it because DICE has thrown 2 different maps and 2 different modes, both Rush and Conquest, at us, along with all the new weapons, which is pretty cool because I found my new favorite medic weapon. Most of you guys know I don't play a ton of medic in Battlefield 1. It's actually really weird because I mainstayed medic or engineer based on what map or mode we're playing and if there are vehicles out. I used to play a ton of medic in Bad Company 2, in Battlefield 3, and Battlefield 4. But in Battlefield 1, I found myself gravitating towards scouts because they can be extremely effective. If you have a couple of good scouts on your team who know how to flare, who know how to play aggressive, they can make the round a lot easier for you and your team because knowledge is power, and a good scout lighting up the mini-map on or near the objective can be a game changer. Not to mention the stopping power that sniper rifles have, specifically the Smelly. I can't tell you how many times I've cleared entire squads or objectives just by myself with the sniper, the number 3 revolver, and of course the flare. And DICE did some digging and some data analysis to determine if teams with more scouts lose more often. Hashtag nope. Even with all that said and done, there's times in which you just need to shift gears, whether it's switching to assault, which I do the second most of all the class types that I play, or switching to medic, which now, thanks to the Fedorov optical, I'll be doing a lot more often because there's certain times you just need to stay on the move, active, and be able to revive a body or 2. Now, the cool thing about the Fedorov optical is the ability to take down 3 or 4 people in one mag before switching over to the revolver, and the ability to play Whack the Medic. I cannot tell you how important it is, whether you're playing Scout, Assault, Medic, or Support, to nail the enemy team medics, because if you don't, you can kill 2 or 3 people. If a medic turns the corner and they get a revive off or not, they are full health again. Now, if you kill the medic first, then you can work on the rest of the squad mates that you're looking at, or maybe it's multiple squads. They're not getting healed, and most certainly they're not getting revives off. But look at the power of the medic. We almost got wiped here, but now we're still contesting E. It's extremely strong. Now, when it comes to the Fedorov optical, there were some whole fields that were brought back. Battlefield 1 really isn't known for microbursting at all, as the spread of weapons really don't cool down all that fast compared to something like Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4. Now, this does have a very heavy trajectory, a very low velocity, so you're going to be seeing yourself tap firing a lot and leading, but I found myself gravitating towards microbursting at medium to medium long range. Now, you can 3-round burst this at medium to medium long range, but if you were microbursting it, much like I was doing right there, the rounds still stay rather accurate and extremely effective. But at the extreme ranges, you're going to want to tap fire rather slowly, much like a lot of the weapons available in Battlefield 1. But just remember, if you're tap firing, you're elongating your time to kill because the damage reduction and the amount of time it takes for those rounds to calm down. And again, your exposure. You're more than likely going to eat somebody that's looking at you through a sniper rifle or eat a bipod. On Albion, there's all kinds of spots to bipod up, and there are a ton of spots that snipers can hide, quick peek you, and destroy you. But the power of this is the ability to go full auto at close range. The only time you need to take a break is when you're switching targets. Something else of concern is make sure you don't 80-80 spam while aiming down sight. Try not to strafe too much because the rounds will go a little bit wacky. If you want to minimize your time to kill, stop and pop. Now, in Battlefield 1, there doesn't seem to be as much penalty as there was in previous Battlefield games, but it won't hurt to minimize that. Stop, pop, shoot, maybe take a couple shots, strafe out, of course, reacquire that stop, and then lay down a couple more shots. And of course, a good medic isn't always just reviving, because if you're dead, you're not reviving anybody. So whenever you are playing medic, pick and choose your revives wisely. If you see 2 guys go down in front of you, more than likely angles are covered and they just ate the hose. If you rush in, heads down, syringe out, looking to pop a revive, more than likely you're going to meet the same demise. So when I play medic, it's usually picking a kill or 2, reassessing the situation, then going to the revive if it makes sense. Because if I get whacked, I'm the last medic or last squad member, not only have we lost our push, we've squad wiped, and no one's getting revived. You might be able to sneak out of combat, you might be able to flank, have those guys respawn on you, maybe not get the revive, and then start over. Because if they get that squad wipe, they're on to the next squad or the next flag. So what you're going to notice when using this weapon, especially when people are strafing at 30 to 40 meters or so, is the lead is pretty beefy. And there you see some of that tap firing and a little bit of the micro bursting. Don't be afraid to lead generously with this weapon. I found it extremely effective at close, medium, both doing the 3-round bursts and of course the micro bursting. And if you land a headshot, it really hurts. But remember the mechanics of Battlefield 1. When you start taking fire, there is flinch. Then it starts a random optic sway with added recoil and bullet deviation. So keep that in mind as you start eating bullets, because there is quite a bit of recoil on the Fedorov optical, but it is a ton of fun. I see myself playing a lot more medic thanks to this weapon and mixing it up when I most certainly need to pull out that card, because I'm the type of guy that I will play scout. We need to bust some tanks. I'm going assault, maybe switch up to support, and most certainly, and now, play medic with this beast cannon. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys soon.